Good morning to all of you. I am Ritu Gahlot. I am working as assistant professor in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon. Today, I am taking my 16th lecture, which is related to the introduction of genetic engineering. And in this lecture, uh, we will discussing about the tools of the recombinant DNA. This is our third unit of subject biology. So now come to the topic, that is the introduction of genetic engineering. So in our previous lecture, we have already discussed that what is biotechnology and what is the genetic engineering, and here are the tools also already discussed, that the tools for the recombinant DNA. So, in our last lecture, we have discussed the recombinant DNA, and so in the last lecture, we have discussed that the restriction enzyme, that these are the parts of the tools of the recombinant DNA. So. The first tool is the first tool of the recombinant DNA are the restriction enzyme. So for there, we know that now the tools of the recombinant DNA technology, and the part one is the restriction enzyme. In the restriction enzyme, we have already discussed the types of the restriction enzyme. These are the endonuclease or the exonuclease, and we know that the about the exonuclease means the enzymes they remove the nucleotide from the ends of the DNA. So these are the exonuclease, and the enzymes which cut at a specific position within the DNA, or these enzymes recognize the specific sequence. So that sequence is called the palindromic nucleotide. The here are the some we have all take the some example, just like the madam, just like the Nitin, and one more is the Malayalam also. So these are the restriction enzyme. And the example of the restriction enzyme, we know that the EcoRI is a type of example of the restriction enzyme, and another is the BAM HI, then the Hind 2, and these and so many other examples which are related to the restriction enzyme. And now, today we are going to start the cloning vector, that is the second tool of the recombinant DNA. So here is the cloning vector. As we know that the recombinant DNA technology that is used to produce the recombinant DNA, and the recombinant DNA that is made by the combining different fragments of the DNA, we have already discussed, and the DNA fragment are derived from the different sources. So now when we come to the cloning vector, it means हमें एक carrier चाहिए जो हमने अभी तक रेस्ट्रिक्शन एंजाइम्स के थ्रू हमने जो अभी तैयार किया, डीएनए तैयार किया, अब हमें उसके लिए एक कैरियर चाहिए, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड द cloning vector. So means the cloning, the vector is required. It means the vector is required to transfer the recombinant DNA into the cell. So that is the exact definition of the vector. So I repeat again, the vector is required to the transfer of the recombinant DNA into the cell. But here the two the vectors, first is the plasmid and second is the bacteriophage. So as we know that the plasmid is a small circular double-stranded DNA molecule, and it is present in the prokaryotic, in addition to the chromosomal DNA, and they may replicate independently on the chromosomal DNA. So this is the plasmid, and another is the bacteriophage. Um, in the bacteriophage, that means that which attacks the bacteria one inside the bacterial cell. It's DNA multiples at about to about the 10,000 times, and hence is used to the multiple foreign DNA. Or this is, so this is the plasmid and the bacteriophage. Okay. Now we know that here, as we see, that vector is a DNA molecule that has the ability to replicate automatically in an host cell and into which the DNA fragment to be cloned. Clear? So any extra chromosomal small genome or DNA self-replicating. Here is the one artificial plasmid that is called the PBR322. This is the artificial plasmid, or here is the structure of this artificial plasmid. And before starting the PBR 322, we know that the vector used at present are engineered in such a way that they help easy linking of the foreign DNA and the selection of the recombinant from the non-recombinant. ऐसा होता है कि जब हमारे रिकॉम्बिनेंट डीएनए तैयार होता है तो उसके साथ बहुत से नॉन रिकॉम्बिनेंट भी तैयार होते हैं. तो देयर इज अ selection or the origin. There are so many steps here. So now the following are the features that are required to facilitate the cloning into the vector. So here we can see that the artificial plasmid is the PBR322, and here we can see that there are the two here the two antibiotics, and these are the first is called the ampicillin, and the opposite side it has the this one is the tetracycline. So here Escherichia coli, E. coli cloning vector shows the restriction site. So in this PBR322 there are the restriction site. It may be the 8 restriction site is here. So as we know that first one we can see that here is the ORI. First is the ORI, and this is a part of the properties of the good vector. So firstly we go to the good vector. Here the good vector should have the origin of the replication, and ORI represented the here at point there the replication start, and second it should be less than the 10 kb in size. Kb means that is the kilobases, and it should easy to isolate and the purify, then easily introduced to the host cell, and it should contain unique target site, or we can say these are the cloning site for many restriction enzyme. And then here the selectable marker is also very important in the PBR322. So here are the two selective markers are present in the PBR322. So now come to just like the process. Here by the help of this process we can study the functions. So here, so first of all we see that this is the plasmid. Okay, and at this plasmid there is the one we can represent there is only the one restriction site. Okay, then the action of the restriction enzyme here. So the cut the plasmid here, and now it is the nicked plasmid. Now it's called the nicked plasmid. And then here the DNA ligase, that is the glue जो इसको joint करेगा इसको foreign DNA को. So the DNA ligase, and this part is called the foreign DNA. So now there's the formation of the plasmid with the foreign DNA. ओके, ये ऐड हो गया साथ में, तो फॉरेन डीएनए के साथ प्लाज्मिड है. नाउ द इंट्रोडक्शन इनटू द बैक्टीरियल सेल. अब इस प्लाज्मिड को जाना है बैक्टीरियल सेल के अंदर. सो दिस ये बैक्टीरियल सेल के पास क्या है, देयर इज द क्रोमोसोम फॉर द बैक्टीरियल सेल, and now the plasmid with foreign DNA is also entered into the bacterial cell. So here is the plasmid, and there is another the chromosome. So now the cell division is takes place here. So here the replication and the division at the same time. The plasmid the DNA is also increasing the number. So that this is the cell division. So here the multiplication of the bacterial cell and independent replication of the plasmid produce multiple copies of the foreign DNA with a short time. So these are this is the process by which we can prepare a recombinant DNA. So now the features that are required to facilitate the cloning into a vector. So first point is the origin of the replication, or as we know that the origin replication means there is the replication start. Okay, so the where the replication start is the origin of the replication, or we can say that this is the sequence from where the replication start, and any piece of the DNA when linked to the sequence, so they can be made by the replicate within the host cell. Okay, so this sequence is also responsible for controlling the copy number of the linked DNA. So this is the origin of replication. Now, the second and the most important part is the selectable marker. अब क्या होता है कि जो हमारे पास जो ये प्लाज्मिड और ये डीएनए हमारे तैयार होके आते हैं, तो उनमें से जरूरी नहीं होते कि सारे ही सही हो, तो उनको सेलेक्ट करना है. तो हाउ कैन बी सेलेक्ट? सो दे आर द वी कैन सेलेक्ट दीज विद द हेल्प ऑफ द सेलेक्टेबल मार्कर. पर कैसे करना है? Okay, so there are we have ampicillin and the tetracycline. So these two are the selectable marker for the bacteria that is the Escherichia coli, E. coli. So here the selectable marker which helps in identifying or eliminating non-transformant and selectively permitting the growth of the transformant. सो बनने के बाद में जरूरी नहीं था कि सारे ही सही हो, तो उनमें से सेलेक्ट करना पड़ता है. तो हमें कैसा चाहिए कि जो हमें सेलेक्ट करने की ट्रांसफॉर्मेंट कौन सा और नॉन ट्रांसफॉर्मेंट कौन से होंगे. सो द here the transformant and the selectively permitted the growth of the transformant. So the transformation, here the transformation is the producer through which a place of DNA is introduced in a host bacterium. Clear? So normally in the case of here, so the gene encoding resistance to antibiotics such as these antibiotics, we know that the two antibiotics are here. So first is the ampicillin and another antibiotic is called the tetracycline. Okay, so ampicillin and tetracycline, these are help in the growth of the recombinant DNA. Okay, so now here the next is the cloning site is here. So ऐसा है कि भाई जो आपका हमारा ये है हमारा PBR322, इसके हमारे इसमें कम से कम लगभग 8 साइट प्रेजेंट होती हैं. सो द इन ऑर्डर टू लिंक द alien, or we can say that is the foreign DNA, the vector need to have very few preferable single recognition site for the commonly used restriction enzyme. अब ऐसा नहीं होता कि सारे एक ही एंजाइम सब पे सारी साइट्स पे अटैक करेगा, तो उसके लिए क्या है, अलग अलग हो जाते हैं restriction sites present हो जाते हैं. ठीक है, तो here we can see that in the restriction sites also present here. So the sequence of vector that can recognized by the it is recognized by the restriction endonuclease enzyme, and one vector should have multiple cloning site. Okay, and the one cloning site for each restriction enzyme. Clear? And here is the one word we can say that there are the ROP rope here in this above here, that is the rope. तो rope क्या करता है कि codes for the protein required for the replication. rope का काम क्या है कि it code the protein for required for the replication. So this is the code. And now in the cloning site, we can see that the presence of more than one recognition sites within the vector will generate several fragments which will complicate the gene cloning. Here, Uh, Here, the ligation of the foreign DNA is carried out at the restriction site present in one of the two antibiotic resistance and genes. So, the second method for the separation of the recombinant DNA. So, the first method, it is the related to the first. The first method is the conversion of the simultaneously two plating have to be done in ampicillin and the tetracycline. As we know, there are the two antibiotics are present, and these antibiotics are helping the growth of the recombinant DNA. So a simple method has been tried in which the formation of color in the presence of a chromogenic substance occur. In this, a recombinant DNA is inserted within a coding sequence of an enzyme or that is a of an enzyme that is the beta galactosidase. So this result into inactivation of the enzyme. So which is referred to as insertion inactivation. So the presence of the chromogenic substrate give blue colored colonies. If the plasmid in the bacteria does not have an insert, so presence of insert result into insertional inactivation of the galactosidase, and the colonies do not produce any color. These have the identification identified as the recombinant colonies. Okay, so these are the identified as the recombinant colonies here. अब हमारा रिकॉम्बिनेंट ये सब तैयार हो चुका है, तो उसके बाद हमें चाहिए एक होस्ट, है ना। तो अब ये एक होस्ट के अंदर जाएगा और उसको भेजने के जो मेथड है, अब हम उसको उसके बारे में बात करेंगे। सो द दैट इज द कॉम्पिटेंट होस्ट, इट इज कॉल्ड द competent host and for the transformation with the recombinant DNA. So here, so we know that the DNA is the hydrophilic molecule and it cannot pass through cell membrane. Okay, but why? So, in order to force bacteria to take up the plasmid, the bacterial cell must first be made competent to take up DNA. Or in order to the force bacteria to take up the plasmid, the bacterial cell must first be made competent to take up DNA. So this is done by the treating them with a specific concentration of a divalent cation. Or here the cation may be the calcium 2 positive, and there are other method is also just like the micro injection is the one method for the complete host or the transformation with the recombinant DNA, and the another method which is the by the genie gun, that is another type of method. So here the first method, we are going with the first method, that is the micro injection, है ना। माइक्रो इंजेक्शन में क्या होता है कि रिकॉम्बिनेंट डीएनए इज डायरेक्टली इंजेक्टेड इनटू द न्यूक्लियस ऑफ एन एनिमल सेल। डायरेक्ट हम उसको इंजेक्शन के थ्रू अंदर डालेंगे। सो that is the only way to introduce the foreign DNA into the host cell. So it is, this method is called the microinjection method. And the another type of the method, that is the by the biologistic method, or it is called the genie gun. So in the another method, the suitable that is suitable for the plant cells are, there is a bombarded with the high velocity microparticles of gold and tungsten. They coated with the DNA in a method. So this is the genie gun method. Okay, so and then this is the genie gun method. And the one more method, one another method is here, that is called the divalent cation method. So as we call that is the divalent, it means here is a two sorry, here's the cation is present and the host bacteria are incubated in the presence of divalent cation. इसमें क्या है, एक हीट शॉक दिया जाता है, पहले आइस आइस में, फिर हीट में, फिर आइस में, इस तरीके से शॉक दिया जाता है जिस वजह से बॉल ब्रेक हो जाएगी। तो host bacteria are incubated in the presence of divalent cation such as the calcium 2 positive. So firstly the incubation is done on ice, clear, and followed by the placing them briefly at the 42 degrees centigrade. So there is a heat shock and then putting them back on ice. So these enable this bacteria to take up the recombinant DNA. So these are the method by which we can transfer the recombinant DNA into the host cell. So this is the method. I repeat again the this type of the tools. So tools are the very important, and we can describe with the help of the diagram or with the help of the some methods. So as we know the tools of the recombinant DNA. So firstly, we have discussed the tools, that is the uh, restriction enzyme. सबसे पहले हमें क्या चाहिए, एक restriction enzyme जो जो उसको ब्रेक करने का काम करेगा. एंड हाउ कैन बी इट ब्रेक और these process we have already discussed that the two types of the restriction enzyme, one is the exonuclease और another is the endonuclease. So वो कैसे कट करेगा वो सब हमने पिछले लेक्चर में पढ़ लिया. नाउ अब उसके बाद क्या है आपका, क्लोनिंग वेक्टर हमें एक चाहिए. तो क्लोनिंग वेक्टर में भी द प्लाज्मिड और इट में भी द बैक्टीरियोफेज, दोनों में से कोई सा भी पॉसिबल हो सकता है. So as we discussed that about the plasmid, so we know that the plasmid are the circular, or in the there is the plasmid or the bacteriophage are the two colony vector. So bacteriophage, here we can discuss the plasmid of the bacteriophage have the ability is the ability to replicate within the bacterial cell independent on the of the control of the chromosomal DNA. So firstly the bacteriophage, because of their high number per cell, ठीक है, तो have the very high copy numbers of their genome within the bacterial cell, and some plasmids may have only one or the two copies per cell, whereas the other may have the 15 to 100 copy per cell. So their number can go even higher, and if we are able to link the foreign piece of the DNA with the bacteriophage or the plasmid DNA, so we can multiply its number equal to the copy number of the plasmid or the bacteriophage. So these are the bacteriophage or the plasmid discussion. And here is the we see that there are the one artificial plasmid is present. So and the in this artificial plasmid, we know there are the two antibiotics are present. The first is the amplicillin, or another type of the antibiotics is called the tetracycline. So these two are help in the growing of the रिकॉम्बिनेंट डीएनए. ओके, सो हेयर हमें कैसा चाहिए कि जो रेप्लिकेट कर सके, इस तरीके का हमें एक बैक्टीरिया चाहिए. सो नाउ and we can see that in and we know that amphilicin or the tetracycline, they are the working as the selectable marker also. So in this process there are the three features. One is the origin of the replication, and the second is the selectable marker, and third is the cloning site. So the three parts हैं आपके cloning vector के. So in this or one more thing is important, that the properties of the good vector. So properties, as we know that the good vector are the origin of the replication होना चाहिए. It means कि ORI represent that the here the place where the replication start, and it should be the less than 10 kb in size, that is the kb means that is the kilobase, and it is easy to the isolate or the purifying and easily introduced to the host cell. And the selectable marker in the PBR 322, they are the two selectable marker, one is the amplicillin and another is called the tetracycline. Okay, then before starting to the host, so here is the method. So here firstly we take the plasmid, and it is the the restriction site is here present, and after the effect of the restriction enzyme, so we find the nicked plasmid. And here now the DNA ligase enzyme, through the DNA ligase enzyme, so there is attached to a foreign DNA. So now there is the plasmid with the foreign DNA. And now the introduction into the bacterial cell also. So here the bacterial cell has the its chromosome. So this is the bacterial cell, and after the entering of the plasmid with the foreign, so this is the plasmid with the chromosome. So now that there is a cell division, and there is a multiplication of the bacterial cell, and here is by this method we can find the different of the recombinant DNA. So here we have already know that the origin of the replication, selectable marker, and the cloning site also, है ना? तो इसमें क्लोनिंग साइट में क्या करना है कि हमें हमारे पास 8 साइट हैं प्रेजेंट है, तो बट in the short, we should know that the rest about the restriction site. So restriction site also present in the sequence of the on the vector that can recognized by the restriction endonuclease. Clear? And then the one vector should have the multiple cloning site. हो सकता है उसके बाद, but one cloning site for each restriction engine. ठीक है, and then the rope क्या है, तो rope codes for the protein that required for the replication. So in this there is a description, and one example we can take here is that the if we ligate a foreign DNA at the BAM-H1, okay, so here is the BAM-H1 in this part is the BAM-H1 or a CL1. So at the BAM-H1 site of the tetracycline resistant gene in the vector, that is the PBR322. So the recombinant plasmid will lose tetracycline resistance due to the insertion of the foreign DNA, but can still be selected out from the non-recombinant ones by plating of the transformants on ampicillin containing medium. So the transformation grow on the amplicillin containing medium are then transferred on a medium containing tetracycline. So here the recombinant will grow in the amplicillin containing medium, but not on the containing tetracycline. But non-recombinant will grow on the medium containing both the antibiotics. Okay, so this is the cloning site here. And now after that, there is the selection of the cloning of the so after the selection, now it goes to the third, that is called the competent host or the transfer. Now we want to transfer the recombinant DNA in the host cell. So there are the three methods. First one is the microinjection, and or we can say that first is the divalent cation. So here that in this method there is a heat shock here. So firstly the presence of the divalent cation, just like the calcium 2 positive. So firstly the incubation is done on the ice. So followed by the placing them briefly the 42 degrees centigrade, and there is the heat shock, and then putting them back on ice. So for this, the bacteria, the enables of the bacteria to take up the recombinant DNA. And the another method, these are the microinjection, by which the recombinant DNA is directly injected into the nucleus of the animal cell. And then last is called the gene gun. And here in the gene gun, the suitable it is suitable for the plant cell, and here is a bombarded with the high velocity microparticles of the gold of the tungsten coating with the DNA in a method that is called the biolistic method, or it is the gene. So these are the tools of the recombinant DNA. So firstly is the restriction enzyme, second is the cloning vector, and then the cloning vector there are the origin of replication, then the selectable marker, and then the cloning site also, and after that the third is the competent host for the transformation with recombinant DNA. So now let at the this is the end of the lecture, and any query you can discuss. Thank you.